Hi, so I wanted to do a little studio tour to show you my new setup. I was in the upstairs loft of my apartment and my son just moved in with me again, so he's up there and I'm down here, and I just wanted to share my new setup. Thanks, have a great day. So I'll just give you a brief overview. And of course Tigre is there looking out the window. So just beyond there is the kitchen and his little bowls over there, water and food, and the bedroom. And then over this way, and those are the stairs that go upstairs to the loft. So this would be my sewing table. Got a little project of a skirt that I'm working on finishing. It's my machine. It's a little outdated now, but it's still a great machine, Baby Lock Elegante. And the serger and a sweet card from my very dear friend she just gave me for encouragement. And we've got size tags and little price tags and my labels, freely worn. Delicious candle that I got at Target. I think that's sandalwood, amber or something like that, and business cards. And these are super cute little paper clips that are in the shape of hangers. It's too cute. It's me and my little boy, and two vintage tiaras. And oh, that was a clipping of an article, the first article I ever had published in Haute Handbags magazine. Yeah, the frame on that smashed, fell off the wall one day, so I have to get it reframed. A beautiful piece of calligraphy. I can link to the seller. She does amazing work. And a little mannequin wearing one of my headpieces. And this is vintage beading off of a dress. It's really beautiful. And this is just a clipboard where I keep some inspirational stuff, some sketches, storage, it's a really cool rack that has all the scissors in it. And then this is where I keep a lot of the vintage and antique beads, little glass beads, some sequins taken off of old costumes, and rhinestone buttons, bugle beads. Yeah, a lot of that's really old. And then just making into new things. And then we've got down here just some books, and this is a little junk table that I just painted with chalk paint and kind of roughed up. And then we just have some odds and ends in that plastic storage. And then over here I just have a lot of the home decor type or studio books inside of people's studios. It's a vintage tea set, silver tea set, really beautiful. And this is a crown made by amazing artist Donna O'Brien. I had won that in a blog challenge she had many years ago. It's just such a beautiful piece. And the Collective magazine, which is one of my most favorites. There's an art piece that I had done in the back for sale in my shop. And there's another piece, this heart is canvas artwork. And this is one of my favorite sayings, make something today even if it sucks, which is more often than not, sometimes it happens. And then in here, I have a lot of scraps of vintage and antique clothing, beading, some lace. It's a piece that I'm working on right now. sewing a lot of sequins and tiny little seed beads on. You can see here. So this piece of lace is from the early 1900s on linen. And then these are just vintage bits. It's another little tiny sewing machine and some inspiring photos. This is from Tinsel Trading Company in New York City. And there's some cookies that I baked recently. This is a pretty vintage piece. Candle holder. And then I have a lot of button storage in there. And this little 3-tier rack is from Ikea. It's a great piece. This has got everything from business cards. You see here, label maker cards to send a note along with purchases and tags. And then this is more cards and things to wrap up, packages. And I have tissue and interfacing and a bunch of leather scraps. And the bottom one just has bags. And then here we have some tool storage, some little knitting project, a bunch of Free People Anthropology catalogs for inspiration, lace and trims and ribbon, yeah, and more storage here. This was a sample of one that's for sale in my shop. And some binders of photos and magazine clippings and some inspirational magazines. And then I have a bunch of thread in that case right there, and a bunch of vintage and antique beading embellishments in there. And this is inspiring. Hi, baby. What are you doing? These are a lot of, for those of you who like this kind of thing, a lot of, oh, this was a lovely gift from Selena. I'm going to do something with that. And beautiful little bits of beading and rhinestones, and some of these are newer, some of these are from like the 1940s, 1960s. This was amazing. This is from a showgirl costume. Early 1900s, I was told. And it's literally been on 2 or 3 different headpieces that I made for photos. And it hasn't found a resting place yet to be on something permanently. But yeah, lots of sparkly goodness. That's a nice quote by Paul Gauguin. And that's pretty much it. It's a short tour, just a little peek at where I've been moved to, and I'm really happy down here. It's great. It's like a fresh perspective, a new year, lots of new things. Oh, and over here too, I have this little 3-tier rack. I think I got that at Kirklands. Has some antique little leather gloves and lots of little antique and vintage lacy bits, little bits of crochet that I add to things. Yeah, and that's it. I hope you have a great day. Take care. Bye.